I
And then
extend
he
my
says,
hand to him.
hey, he shakes your hand and he says, all of you, have a wonderful day. And then he takes his little notepad, puts it back into his pocket.
What was that breaking? Or the griffin? That's okay.
Well, it depends on if Clarion ate them or not. I don't know. Clarion is a pretty frightful dragon, but I'm sure that Clarion probably did not. He probably did not eat the griffin. Well, he probably just scared him away. That was our rendezvous point anyway. So, all right, good job. You guys got yourself out of that fight.
Graven sighs he sighs that he did not have to actually draw his sword against people who were just trying to do their job and enforce the law.
Yeah, and he kind of nods to you as he walks past you as they all start to walk out of the door. So, all right, so you guys. Yeah, basically what happened is Clarion flew up into the nest and scared all of the griffins away. So the orb was undisturbed. They had smashed it a couple times, but as the fighting ensued and the horn, was blown, that's when all of the dwarves started jumping down onto the first level where you guys were. So, all right. So that's that encounter. Very good. Let's take a quick break. Okay, so you guys took care of the dwarves. You found an amicable solution, a good outcome. You guys are already level 5, so that is the end of chapter 1 as you guys make your way to Bryn Shander. So you guys are already level 5. So that was the end result of chapter 1.
Dawned upon us, Rigby.
So you guys got a couple days left before you hit Bryn Shander, okay? And you guys know that Bryn Shander is the largest of the 10-town settlements, and it's very cold up there. And you guys already stopped in Phandalin. You got your boots with the fur on them and stuff.
I put on my fur coat like a day ago. I mean, it's already
Yeah. It is. It is definitely starting to get cold as you are, entering the frigid heart of Icewind Dale. Now, you know that Bryn Shander, that's where a lot of caravans from the south converge into the 10 towns with traders and all kinds of stuff, and they all congregate from all around Icewind Dale and Bryn Shander because they swap goods and rumors, all that stuff, and that's how they survive. You know that the major population is fishers, trappers, furriers, and I don't mean furries, I meant furriers.
Right, people walking around with cat ears and stuff.
Yeah, there's all kinds of sellswords, and they all rub elbows in the town's tap rooms. There's all kinds of wide-eyed travelers, gruff dwarves, and all kinds of skulking no do-gooders that actually are in Bryn Shander as well. So
Rangers lurking around and stuff.
I want to do one thing during the trip there.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to go whenever I had a free private moment. I just wanted to go up to him and say, I can't thank you enough for what you did for me back there. Whenever it's your time to face your demons, know I'll have your back.
Well, I assure you that my share of the pantaloons is more than enough reason. Got a very pungent pair here. I can't keep out of my nostrils.
Oh God.
Very good. As I give you a clap on the back.
There's a huge dye trading, going on in Bryn Shander. Lots of hardwood being traded, lots of dried herbs, spices, all kinds of textiles, fruits, wines, and a ton of other commodities. This is how they survive. A lot of things don't grow up here in Bryn Shander because of the, it is in the frigid heart of Icewind Dale. So there's all kinds of, items that are going to be made from bone, knucklehead, all kinds of trout fishing is good up there.
Shawl goods.
Yeah. So you know that Bryn Shander sits and is situated on top of a hill, south of a mountain known as Kelvin's Cairn, and it is a major landmark in Icewind Dale. And you know that Bryn Shander has a commanding view of the entire surrounding tundra around Bryn Shander, and you know that its defenses are pretty good, and an attacking force would have to climb the, you know, not only climb the hillside, but then would have to climb the 30-foot walls that surround Bryn Shander also. So it is.
Francis,
it
the
is.
spine of the world is before us, man. We've made it here.
It is a very defensive position. That's for sure. They have a very they have a stark advantage when it comes to being attacked. That's for sure. All right. So as you guys start to approach, you see that, you know, the walls are made of stone. You can see watchtowers peering over the walls. You can see guards that are kind of walking along the walls. You can see that most of the buildings of Bryn Shander are just plain wooden structures with pitched rooftops. And you can see all kinds of white plumes of smoke coming up from all of the different rooftops. Okay, so I'm going to show you what Bryn Shander looks like from above as Zephyros lays the tower down, probably about, you know, they kind of do a flyby. He does a flyby, lets you guys see Bryn Shander, and then about a mile away he basically sets you guys down. Alright, so as you guys can enter through the north gate, you guys are more towards the east gate, but it is up to you wherever you want to enter, because there's 3 gates: southwest gate, east gate, and the north gate. So you're kind of in between the southwest gate and the east gate.
That was closest.
Well, Zephyros, we'll depart here and carry on our duties, but do you have any further insight as to why we were brought together and what we need to do next to help you and your kin?
It is... I cannot tell you. All I know is the visions that I had seen, my friend. You know, when I communicate with the outer planes, it is the vision that was brought to me. I've given you... All that I know is that we were destined, and I was destined to bring you here to Bryn Shander. And now
I thank you for your part.
Hall.
I thank you for your aid here, and we will try to fulfill our duty and bring order back to the Ordnane. And best of luck. And I depart, and I am just constantly looking to the north and looking at the sky. I'm waiting for some hint of the northern lights at this point.
You do see the northern lights, actually.
Oh, is it evening already? Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
well, yeah. Even during the day, you can see the northern lights up here.
Well, I am just staring at them and awestruck the whole time, and I'm not really paying attention to everything else that's going on.
Mm-hmm. The furries are waiting for you inside of Bryn Shander.
Fare thee well, Zephyros. If the gods will it, our paths shall indeed cross again, my good friend.
He says, indeed, and hopefully they will. And then he...
Indeed. Safe travels to Bryn Shander.
Good luck to you, and send my love to the griffin.
Oh yeah, the griffins had found their way back to the castle as you guys were traveling your last couple of days towards Bryn Shander, so...
If it would be possible to kind of, I guess, retcon something, when we were in town, I would have liked to have commissioned a little sweater for relics.
They probably sell those anyway.
Oh, I'm sure you can. There's a lot of traders here. So, what say you guys? You guys are approaching Bryn Shander. Where would you like to go? There are all kinds of different, you come up to whatever gatehouse, the gate entrance that you come to, there are huge signs of what is being traded, all the different materials that's being traded. There is a sort of like a map of everything in the town. There's stables here, the council hall, there's the house of the triad, there's the speaker's palace, the town hall, there's a marketplace, there's Kelvin's Comfort, the armory, Black Iron Blades, the Hooked Knucklehead, Rendarl's Emporium, the North Hook, and Geldenstag's Rest.
Well, this place is much bigger than I thought it was. I was led to believe
The
this
jewel
was
of
just
the North, Francis.
a tiny little hamlet of some sort. But
That's
it's quite
Neverwinter.
city.
Well, yes, this is the largest of all of the 10 towns. Yes, in Icelandale, this is the largest
Well,
by far.
Gentlemen, ladies, let's find the sheriff and complete our task, and
Exactly. That's what we
And
were
then,
sent to do. Let's get that out of the way.
perhaps this place needs a shrine to Lathander. Perhaps we should look into properties. We can start a place of worship here for the good people to celebrate the coming dawn, the light, and the warmth the sun brings them. I think worship here would be received quite well. What say you?
Well, why don't we start filling our bellies?
Missionaries now. What is happening with me? I'm looking for the nearest bathhouse. If you want to.
Well, prior to us getting to Bryn Shander, while the rest of you walk, Draven had went off by himself, and when he came back, he was indeed actually trailing along behind him a rather magnificent steed that he was going to use to ride into town.
Hey, Draven, where did you get the horse?
I've been blessed by Tyr.
Well, what about the rest of us?
Well, do you wish to give up Lathander and proclaim the joys of Tyr?
Certainly not.
Well,
But
then why
I'd
do you
like a
think you're
horse. I
worthy
don't
of
wanna
why do
walk
you
the
think you're
whole
worthy
way.
of a blessing?
Oh my goodness, it's just common courtesy. If you're going to ride, the rest of us ought to ride as well.
I do not think so. This here is a special companion. He is more than a steed. He is an extension of my mind. We are as one.
All right, well, enjoy your horse.
Gives it a ration and asks
I
what
don't know what sort of relation you have with this horse, Raven, but I don't want to hear any more about it.
He is my friend, Nix. Are you trying to intimate something else? Death glare, death glare.
Friend, it kind of downgrades it from what you just proclaimed, Raven. Soulmate was closer to the description you just gave.
You can almost say that. We are connected. We are connected as one.
I asked what his name
All
was.
adults here, I'll not inquire further to your private business.
The horse says, Wilbur! No, I'm just kidding.
Horse.
What is his name, Draven?
Let me ask him, and then I will tell you.
He speaks,
No,
does he?
It's very unnatural.
He speaks to me.
You're hearing voices in your head, I see. I kind of look at the rest of the group.
Animals? What's the
I'm
problem
doing
with that?
like the little cuckoo sign.
Well, but he's not a druid, my dear. He's a paladin. They don't do that sort of thing.
See, this just clearly shows how much you know of
Talk
us.
to the animals. They just aren't listening.
Are you doing one of these, Willie?
A little corkscrew.
Me too. But
Well,
And
I'm
of
clearly
course-
jealous that I've got to walk
I'm
and he
saying-
gets to
I'm saying
ride.
to Nix, like, I think he took one hit too many to the head.
Crust, this snow's coming up to my shins. Let me ride on your back, man. Back rides. Piggyback rides, Crust.
You did see that there is a stable house inside of Bryn Shander. You may be
You
able
want
to acquire something.
During any
Francis
sort
Yeah.
of illicit
Snowfall.
relationship with some random horse like Raven here, we can purchase horses
God.
for our use.
What's the snowfall like here? Is it just like a dusting down, or are we going
It's a
into
very
snow?
light snow. No, it's a very light snow.
I'm waiting.
I say to Nix, you want to do a piggyback ride? Yeah, but it's on my armor, so watch out for the spikes, I say.
On the spikes. I'm on the spikes.
Oh, he'll probably like that, Crust, actually.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Oh, so as we get to the gate, I hail one of the guards and I say, where should we find the sheriff of Bryn Shander?
Oh, hello, good man. You may find the sheriff in the town hall if he is there.
Excellent. The direction, sir. And I just
Over
ask him to
here,
point
over
out.
here, and he points on the map. Right here.
Excellent. So let's head there first.
Let's get that out of the way and let's get some warm ale into us.
This is, may I ask what the business is? He is a pretty busy man. He may not be there.
Well, we have unfortunately we have news of his family that is not good news. We're here to inform him of a death in his family.
Oh, that is unfortunate. So you guys should be able to see the pin on the map now, and that is where the town hall is.
Pepper. He's at the jalapeno pepper, guys.
And yes, there is a bathhouse in Bryn Shander as well.
I wonder how they keep the bathhouses warm here.
Couple.
Yep, there's definitely a bathhouse here. So, all right, you guys are walking through Bryn Shander, and you get to the town hall, and it is one of the largest buildings in the central square of Bryn Shander. And as you walk in, it is a huge auditorium, and you can see all kinds of portraits and paintings of past events, like big community feasts and gatherings, and it feels actually quite toasty warm inside here too, because it is snowing outside. Very, very light mist, and all kinds of holy days are held here, notable events, and there's also part of the auditorium that's kind of partitioned off, where you can see some refugees that are in here as well. And one of the associates of the town hall comes up to you and greets you, and he says, "Yeah, welcome, my friends. Welcome to the Bryn Shander town hall. Do you need shelter for the night? What would you need, my friends? Maybe a hot bowl of soup?"
Does your cousin run an apothecary shop? But just curious. Never mind. What's your name, sir?
He just said, "Oh, my name is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Nice to meet you."
I'm trying to say, where can we find the sheriff?
Oh, Sheriff Southwell? Yes, he should be in his office. And he says, "May I ask what the occasion is?"
We bring him news of his family down south.
Okay, I will let him know. Please wait here. And then
Certainly.
he walks off. A couple of minutes go by. Were you guys doing anything during these couple minutes, or no?
Well, I'm kind of
Inquiring
looking
about this refugee
at
situation.
the refugees. Yeah, I kind of wander over that direction and smile and nod and see if I catch someone to engage them in conversation and ask what the heck happened.
Sure, yeah, you're engaging him, and basically what's happened is the winter's been pretty bad here in the 10 towns, and basically this is just these are refugees that they accommodate in times like this that are from the neighboring settlements around Bryn Shander that actually don't live within the walls.
So this is nothing more than an escape from the winter. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much
Okay.
it, yeah.
It's nothing
nice.
out of the ordinary. All right.
Yeah, nice that Bryn Shander does that. Okay.
Well,
so,
if there's an opportunity to use my mending spell on something, or I'm a priest. I go around. I see how people are doing. If
sure.
that
Yeah.
sort of
There's a young
thing.
boy that has
Head back and forth.
a couple of wooden toys that are broken, so you're able to
see,
mend those.
perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Lathander is
And
totally
of
happy
course,
about that.
I talk to them about the glorious dawn, and the summer will come, and the sun will rise again. Thanks to Lathander and his glory.
He says, "Wow, whatever you say, mister." I know it's not RC. So as you're walking
Hey,
away
for
from him,
sake, you fix their wooden toys with your god's divine magic, and then hook them into the whole spiel.
so the
Ah,
Jonathan, the steward of the town hall, he comes back out and he says, Sheriff Southwell will see you now. And then he kind of steps to the side and he says, "Just go up the short flight of steps." And so you guys do that. You guys go up a set of steps, walk down a hall, and then you go down into like what appears to be like a sunken cellar. I mean, very cold. I mean, the warmth of the main auditorium leaves you as you're going down this hall, and you even touch the walls and they're frozen. And this large cellar is not very accommodating, it doesn't look like, and you start to feel a little bit more warmth, and it's been converted into like a sheriff's office. So there's the sheriff's office and an adjoining jail cell. And Markham Southwell, he greets you as he's sitting in his dimly lit office, well, as lit as it can be, and he welcomes you, and he stands up, and this is what the sheriff looks like. A dashing looking man. He looks like the guy from no, not Sam Jackson. No, that's some good motherfucking beer, motherfucker. No, he looks like the guy that's from damn it, what is that? The Gladiator. The black guy that fought with the Gladiator. Yeah,
I like that.
He's good. Yeah, cool. He's a great actor. He's in a couple other shows too that I've seen on TV in the past. So he stands up, greets you, and he says, "I am Markham Southwell. How can I help you? And welcome to Bryn Shander. My steward says that you bring me some grave news of my sister. Is she okay?"
Well, we bring you news from we're lately of Nightstone. You have kin there, I believe.
Yes. My sister, she does live in Southwell, Nightstone.
There was an attack on Nightstone, and we are here to convey that your sister was killed.
There was? What type of attack?
Gee, such tact.
Well, there's no easy way to say this sort of thing, Draven. You have our deepest condolences, of course, but apparently, before we came upon the city, or the town, it was attacked from above by giants who dropped stones and removed the obelisk in the middle of the town. That was what they were there for, apparently, and killed several people, and among them your kin.
Unfortunately,
we were tasked to come and deliver you this sad news.
He puts his head down a little bit and he says, "Oh, that is truly unfortunate news. What of the property was the property destroyed as well?"
Well, there was some damage, of course, and that was one of the reasons we were asked to come and convey this to you, because there is the property to dispose of, or inhabit yourself. I obviously don't know what your family would like to do, but you are the next of kin, and we've come to inform you of that.
Well, I appreciate it. He thanks you, and he says his sister's name was Samil, and he goes into telling you a couple of great stories about, times with her as he was younger, growing up as a kid and whatnot. She was a little bit older than he was as well, and he goes on to tell you several stories. And he says, "So what are you doing in Bryn Shander? Are you going to be here for a while, or do you need accommodations? I can take care of all of that for you."
Well, yes, we don't know what we're going to do next. We kind of look around, and I said it was sort of a fate that brought us here, and I feel that fate will lead us on to what we're to do next, but couldn't say what that would be.
I have had several messengers bring me news of these attacks from floating cities that these giants live on, and they were destroying much of. We haven't had any problems like that here in the 10 towns, thankfully. But I have gotten word past my, and he shows a couple of the, he kind of fumbles through the papers on his desk, and he says, "Oh yeah, here's a couple of them." He passes them out, and it just talks about different small towns were basically attacked by these floating sky cities.
So I'll convey what we know about the ordning and how there's it's obviously been disrupted, and how some giants are kind of going crazy. So I'll kind of fill him on what we know about the phenomenon.
Okay.
and say, if there's any need for us, we're a capable crew, and we're happy to help out in any way.
Yeah, I think I want to be taking just the obelisks and leaving destruction behind.
Oh, the obelisk? What about this obelisk? Was this in Nightstone?
In Nightstone, it was taken. What about these other attacks? Was it just a random attack, or was there plunder involved? And as I ask this, I'm reading through the letters.
You can actually see that, yes, another obelisk was taking, or a stone type of statue was taking from, the piece of, parchment that you're reading with all of the description of, what had happened, basically the news that came to his desk. And, he's reading another one. He says, oh, yes, it says on this and one as well there was something taken.
Days before, because that's what we were told happened in Nightstone.
Well, is there any other settlement with a similar obelisk or stone is there one in Bryn Shander?
Not in Bryn Shander, not that I know of, unless it's being hidden, and I don't know of any that are in any of the other towns here in Icewind Dale.
Well, it might not be something so obvious as in Nightstone. It may just be a lawn ornament that they're after. Who knows?
Oh, fucking garden gnomes. Yeah, exactly. I was just fixing to say garden gnomes.
Yes, Mr. Sheriff, not to belittle your grief or your hardship, but a part of what led us up here was the thirst for adventure. All of my companions here are hardy adventurers and have seen many trials and combats during the course of their careers. And we hoped that this city in the spine of the world, so to speak, may hold yet another adventure for us to partake in. If we can't find any clues as to about these obelisks, like my friend Francis here is going on about, then any other adventure will do. We are easy to please.
Well, my friends, you could go to the marketplace. There is lots of adventure, all kinds of different contracts that are being sought out in the marketplace. If you'd like to stay for a while, you could be my special guest, and I can, set you up with a night at the bathhouse. I can also set you up with, a room here for a couple of days.
My eyes light up.
Lovely, sir.
The teeth ping in his smile.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to visit your bathhouse.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. Yeah, you could.
We would definitely
Yes.
want to stay a few nights. Francisek has been oogling these northern lights of yours since we arrived. I think the only reason
It is a beautiful sight, isn't it?
was just
It is gorgeous.
his insatiable desire to see them.
Well, there's plenty of locations around Bryn Shander. You know where I'm at. If you need anything, please don't be shy and don't be hesitant to ask. I'll do everything
Where
in
would
my
be the
power
best place
to
for us to hang out
fulfill
as
your
this evening?
accommodations. Well, you could probably head over to the Guild and Stag's Rest. It is one of the oldest inns in towns, and it's run by Myrtle, a beautiful woman. Her name is Myrtle.
No more, say no more.
And yes, you can maybe seek refuge there. In fact, I will send one of my couriers over there, and I will tell her to expect you.
Do they allow pets? As Relix pokes his little head out of Vivian's coat.
What, your little familiar there?
The flying cat.
Yeah, I guess it would be considered like a familiar now. Maybe even though druids don't get familiars. Yeah. Where's your owl out there, Francis?
She's perched on my shield as
On
always.
your shield? That's what it sounds like too. Meow and meow. So, this is Markham. He goes into telling you that the Gelden Stag's Rest is the oldest inn, but it isn't the most accommodating. But he can set you up with room and board there. He says, I will be honest, I love Myrtle to death, but the accommodations are a little lackluster. The rooms are a little small, and you really only get a couple of cots and a chamber pot and a stool. So I don't know. You may want to seek other accommodations, but I'm in good with Myrtle, and I can get